Hello everybody, hi. Sorry we were just a little bit late today, but sorry about that. Right, today, I'm just giving the game away now. I don't even know where my list is of prompts. It's gone somewhere. Every day, I know this is the first thing that I want, and yet every day it's missing. It's because I take it over there and stew about it every night. Anyway, look, I'll just simply tell you what it is.
It's a bit of paper.
Yeah, it's a bit of paper, that's what it is.
It's not on the back of one of these.
No. Today's prompt, guys and girls, is botanical. It's botanical, I've told you anyway. So there you go. Now you know. And I kind of wanted to do it not just flowery, because that's a different thing. That's floral. We've done that. But I wanted to actually do it kind of botanical. I'll show you Mr. Green. Mr. Green's going to have some running repairs because his poor old spine isn't taking it anymore. So we're going to just have to... Ah, there it is. My prompt list. Well, everybody knows now. Well, it doesn't matter. I can still talking to myself here and answering myself. Botanical, there we go. And I believe that today is the 30th. The 30th of January, guys. Can you believe it? Can you actually believe it? Where were we? Where did we start? We started here, down here. Shabby chic on the 1st of January, New Year's Day. That's where we started. Look where we've ended up. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm going slightly mad, I think. Slightly madder than normal anyway. Yeah, Mr. Green. He's in a sorry old state, is Mr. Green. He just needs a little bit of assistance and then he'll be okay, but that's more of the Mr. F department, really. So that was the 28th. This is the 29th. This one here, which I quite like, actually. I really like that. I'm biased, of course, because I like blue and yellow together. But I think it came out quite well. And I got to practice with the magnets again, which is good. And I like the little pocket. And I just love this kit, actually. And I like this journaling card. Nice. And that paper's just delicious. Okay, so that was yesterday. That's gone. That's history. Let's move on to today. And botanical. Thankfully, this is the last page I'm going to have to do this way on, because he's just getting so much of a chunky monkey. I mean, look at him. And that's without the altered paperclip in. When you put the altered paperclip in, he goes like that. And we've still got today and tomorrow to go. Yeah, so this is today, this will be tomorrow, and that'll leave me with this page, which won't have anything on. I'm not sure that I am going to put anything on it, actually. I quite like the idea that you can see the drawings and you know what each page was about, originally intended for. So I might just leave that, actually. So, right, today, botanical. Okay, well, let's put Mr. Green to one side. It's nearly a two-handed job, actually, to pick him up. I wanted something, the back page that we always do, stick down first. And I found this, which is, as it says, parts of a flower. And it's named every single part, the front and the back. And I like that idea. It's kind of botanical, isn't it, really? So, yeah, that was great. So I printed it out on my photo matte paper. Beautiful print, but it's so stark compared to everything else that we have in the book. So I thought, well, I know, I'll print it out on cream. That'll knock it back a bit. And it did, as you can see, knocked it back a good bit. But it still looked very one-dimensional. So I had a bit of a scoot around, see what I could find. And I found this paper, which I saw Tanya at Tatty Treasures use. And I thought, that is very nice paper. and it would do at a pinch if you were short of coffee stained paper or whatever. It would fill in the gap. It kind of gets darker around the edges. That's sort of from the middle, and it gets darker as you go towards the edge. So it's nice paper, and I don't think it was that awfully expensive, to be honest. I bought it from Amazon. So that's that. So I've cut that out, so we now have a back that I'm happy with. And yeah, that was very wasteful of ink as well as everything else, but you know, this is what I wanted. So then I thought that what I wanted, because we haven't done any envelope flips. I mean, we did the floral page, which was envelope flips, but they were sort of cut into the page. I wanted to do some, I mean, everybody does them, I know that, but just that flip in and flip out. So I wanted some seed packets. So I found these. These were just an image on Pinterest. So I printed 4 of them out. The seed packets, as you can see, and I made some envelopes on my envelope board, and I'll show you how I did that in a second. And this is the idea. They're going to go like this, kind of like that, and then there'll be another one above it that will go kind of like that. And I think I'm going to overlap them just a little bit. I like the idea of them overlapping rather more than they need to overlap. So they'll go like that, and then there'll be 2 at the other side, and that's it. If you know how to do that, then you don't need to watch anymore. So those are finished, yes. So let's make an envelope then. So I wanted it to be 3.5 by 5.5, I think. No, yeah, 5 by, I've just measured that side. What am I measuring it again for? 5 by 3.5. That's what size I made them at. And my board, once I got my magnifying glass out, told me that I needed a piece of card or paper at 6.5 inches square, and that I needed to punch at 2 3/4. So this is how I did it. I absolutely love my envelope punch board. I really love it. I don't know how I existed without it before. I mean, if you've got any envelopes at that size, or any size, you know, I'm going to overlap these anyway, so whatever size you've got, I'm sure will be fine. Just something so satisfying about doing this. But I've done the other 3. I've just left this one so you could watch me do it. I will say, if you are really very strictly left-handed, you will find a problem with this. It's for right-handed folks, because I'm having to use my right hand here to draw this line in. Oops, or not. Okay, so that's me finished. I've finished with that now. Hello. So I'm just going to fold these in. It's as simple as that. That paper that I showed you, it's the same back and front, so it doesn't have a white back. It's brilliant, isn't it? I'll see if I can find a link for it, and I'll put it in the group. Oh, you could go to Tanya's site and go to her Amazon affiliate link, and then she'll get tuppence halfpenny or whatever it is for you following a link. Right, so I'm just going to glue this up, and I'm just using Aleene's. It's just paper to paper. It'll be fine. So oddly, I'm putting in both of the long sides. You don't normally do that when you make an envelope. Normally you'd have one of the long sides free for the flap. There we are, that's fine there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So that'll stick in its own good time. So what did I do with the others? Well, that one's finished. That one's finished. This one is finished as well, almost. So I've got, let's just lay these out so I'll make sure that I do the proper thing. So that's going to go there on that side, and I cut a little finger thumb pull thing there. The other one that's that way on is this one, and that's going to go there like that. And I've actually, as I say, I've cut this thumb hole, but I have also put some paper in there so you can, so it has some journaling. Otherwise this whole page would have no journaling whatsoever. So I've popped a couple of sheets in there. Of each envelope's got a couple of sheets in, just so there's somewhere to journal on. And you can easily get it through the little thumb hole. Excellent. So they'll go there. So this one is the other side. So that's going to go there. And you see they flop over each other, and I like that. That's what I really wanted. That's why I've had to resize these images 100 times. So now I've got this envelope, and it's going to go that way as well. So that's fine. I can see where I'm going, I think. So I'm going to ink around there. Hope everybody's all right today. Everybody's happy and healthy and staying warm or keeping cool if you're in those climes that are going into summer now.
And you must know where you got the flower images from.
I got them from Pinterest, Jean. I just put in seed packet images. Nothing more complex than that. I'm just going to ink around the back as well. I think a lot of girls on Etsy sell kits that have got seed packets in them, and probably would be prettier than these ones, in fairness. But I didn't really want to spend any money. For once, I don't want to spend any money. Seed packets aren't kind of my thing, really. Right, so that's all done. So now I need the piece of card that I've used on the back there, like that. And let's just check that we've got this the right way. That goes like that, that goes like that, and this piece of card goes over the back, like so. Now it's an envelope, so don't forget you don't want to put glue on this piece of paper that's going to glue down to here, because then your pocket will only be that size, because you'll have glued, bless you, because you'll have glued this shut. So we just wanted to eye it up and see that it's about there. It's about 1 inch down. So you can put glue on this section. I'm using Aleene's. It's just paper to paper. It'll be fine. And I'm just going to fill in that whole area there, like that. And then I'm just going to leave what I think is the same size gap on this bit of paper here. Okay, so let's just place that on the back of here. If you've got excess glue with Aleene's, don't worry, it wipes off with a dry wet wipe very easily. Excellent, so that's that down. After it's dried, just make sure that it's, still open and you haven't blocked any of it off. Right, so that's going to go there. So this is the front. So what I need to do is just take a whisker off this end, because this is the end that's open that we've put our papers into. So you just need to, you've seen me do this before, just get your ruler, double check it is the right way up. Yeah, that's right. Because I've lost count of the amount of time that I've chopped the bottom off an envelope, and then you've got to blink and glue it shut. I mean, it's not an outright disaster because you can just glue it shut, but it's far better if you get it the right way first. So it is literally a whisker. It's a whisker. Same thickness as a cat's whisker, I'm telling you. That's it. So it's all about nothing. But it should enable us to get into there. Now you see, because I've cut that off, that was the only bit that was holding that together. So you're just going to have to put a little bit of glue in there. And it'll stick again. It's not a problem. I'll just go all the way down there. I meant to do that actually and I forgot. Right, so that's sealed that up there. So while we're waiting for that to dry, turn it over, that's the top. I'm going to insist on pulling that out. Just clip that for the time being. And here's my one and only seed packet that I've got left. And I left the pansies to last because they're gorgeous. And that's going to go in there. And I have, with the rest of them, put it further down towards the bottom than the top. Just so I could get that thumb hole cut out without cutting into the picture too much. So let's stick that on there.
Would you like a roll call while you're doing that?
Yeah, please.
The first today was Nancy.
Nancy! What happened? That's unusual.
Must have fallen out of bed early.
Yeah.
Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Shaz.
Hi, Shaz.
Roz.
Hi, Roz.
Nancy.
Hello, Nancy.
Dixie.
Hi, Dixie.
Benice.
Hello, Benice.
Deborah.
Hi, Deborah.
Violet.
Hi, Violet.
Helen.
Hello, Helen.
Jean.
Hello, Jean.
Flo.
Hi, Flo.
Zanet.
Hi, Zanet.
Linda.
Hello, Linda.
Vicky.
Hello, Vicky.
Miranda.
Hello, Miranda.
Jenya.
Hi, Janya.
Marilyn.
Hi, Marilyn.
Sharon.
Hello, Sharon.
Beryl.
Hi, Beryl.
Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Jen.
Hi, Jen.
Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Carol.
Hello, Carol.
Alexis.
Hello, Alexis.
If I missed you, shout out.
Wow. I can't, it's not even coming up on my iPad.
What's that?
Oh, it is now. The live, it just was rejecting any attempts. Still is. Come on.
Would you like me sorted?
No, I think that's it. Oh, I've got some volume going on. Now I've got a blinking advert. Go away. Right. That's fine. It's sorted. Okay. So where are we at now? We've got everything on. We've got the backing piece on. We've got the flower piece on. We've slit the top. We've just got that holding that while it dries. It's pretty dry now. So all I need to do is cut my little thumb hole. And I'm using my 1 inch. I'm saying 1 inch, I've never actually measured this. So let me tell you what it actually measures. It measures a little over 3/4. So it's nothing like an inch. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this apart like that. There isn't room for me to do that. So I'm going to have to do it this way. I need to make a mark where the centre is because I'm useless without it. So it's there. Right. So I'm just opening that up. Put my little thingy in. So that's about the centre. And I know there's a mark somewhere on the side. Yeah. That's really good actually. It hasn't even eaten into the things. See, it has on other ones on that one. So they're not all the same, so bite me. I don't think I've ever said that before. And I don't know why I said it then. It just seemed right. Bite me. Oh my goodness. Right, so let's put the paper in here. This is the paper I've got. 2 of these. And they go into there, hopefully. Come on, you know you want to go. No, it doesn't want to go.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Elaine.
Hi, Donna.
Hi, Donna. Just going to put my bone folder in there. I think the glue's spread a bit where I don't want it. Excellent. So yeah, they go in and they should go all the way in. They're not for some reason. So what I'm going to do is just get my ruler, put it along the edge there and just give them a little trim. Right, is that all right? No, it needs you need to be braver. Be more brave about it. What's the worst thing that could possibly happen? Who knows, but if it can happen, it'll happen on a live. Oh, it doesn't seem to want to trim, but never mind. There we go. Yeah, I need to tell you about our next project, just so as you can start to get ready for it. So that's going to go there, and that's going to go underneath that one there, like that. You don't have to do 4 envelopes. If you've got larger envelopes like these ones, you could get away with 2 of those. There would have been a perfect fit, one there and one the other side. But that was just too easy. It's just too easy for today. So, yeah.
I was thinking you could take one of those envelopes and cut it in half.
Yeah, you could.
And make it, because it
yeah,
probably splits
you could.
Perfectly.
Yeah, if you cut it in half, you'd have 2 of those. Mr. F's a genius, what can I tell you? Right, so let's open these all out. There. Now you will see that the one that I had already finished completely has got a bit of stampage going on. And I quite like that. It just takes that, you know, when you flip it over, there's something. It's not just a sea of this brownie colour. So it's my intention to stamp them before I stick them to this, because God, my hands are really big. Look at the size of my hands. They're like orangutan hands. Ooh. Anyway, that's an aside. The fact that I've got orangutan hands. Right, so let's stamp those. That can be our next job. So I've taken all of my nature notes, field notes I think they're called, from the rubber, this thing that they came in, because they were all falling out and it was driving me bonkers. So I think field notes, no, not so much for this one perhaps. But I'll find some other bits and pieces.
Do we have the details of that cream-edged card?
If you go to Amazon, I bought it from Amazon.
Which card is it?
This.
Oh, that the sort of pre-stained
Yeah.
stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, that could be all right. I'm just sort of going through thinking what would look nice, what wouldn't. This side up. That should be tattooed on me. This side up. Yeah, sometimes I would just really like to know which side is up. Okay, I mean, we've got plenty there. Plenty. So let's just... Let's put them onto here and see where we like them. I want some things kind of upside down. I don't want it this side up. I'll put that down there. It looks like it might belong down there. What's that one say? Book number? No. Receipt. Let's go with that. Right. So I'm going to see if they're going to stick to this block. I'm getting there with my stamping. Just dropped the ink pad onto that. I think the ink thing, the stamping pad, gave me a lot of confidence, to be honest. And I know I'm not using it today, but it doesn't matter if these turn out less than perfect. It would probably be quite nice, actually, if they did. I'm just going to put that there.
Dixie says you have the hands of an artist.
Of a monkey artist. Yeah, look, that looks nice, doesn't it? I like that, and I like the fact that's upside down. That's great. I'm just going to have a little mess around and maybe, I think that's, oh, it says filed, I don't want that. What does that say? That's a number. Yeah, that'll do. Just put that there. Change that around to put it up there. Take that away and put these numbers here. I'm just playing, guys. I'm playing is what I'm doing. Oh, I did it the other way around before, didn't I? But that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just sync those up. There's some fabulous work going on to the Facebook group. And I mean fabulous. You know, I think some of you think that I just go around everybody's and I go, oh yes, that's absolutely great. I don't. But there really is at the moment some amazing work.
Front camera's frozen, so just you can.
All right, okay.
You're getting volume, but you're frozen in a.
Frozen in time.
Frozen in time.
Right, so that's that
Some
one.
Some people might say that's a good thing.
Yeah, they might. You might be one of them. So let's take these three off and we'll stick something else on. Let's put them where we want them. That one there. I quite like this one. I used that one on the other one, but I used it upside down, so I might just put that there, and I think that'll probably do us for that. Oh, I love this idea of being able to pick them up on the thing.
Take it off and have a reset.
He's resetting me. So if I go a bit strange, it's because I'm being reset. Right. I think this is important, putting these stamps on, so when you actually turn the page over, there's something to look at. It's not just like, oh, she stopped short, you know. There we go. So, the next thing to do really is to attach these.
I think you're back.
Am I back? Yay! Hi! I don't think there's anything else I need to do. I'm just running it through in my head, just in case I've missed something. But I don't think I have. I'm going to put the two bottom ones on first, which is this one and this one. And what you do is you glue them to the back. So you're gluing this flap to the back of here. So what shall I use? I think in an ideal world I'd probably glue these and then sew around this part. I'm not going to do that today, but I think that would be a thing for an ideal world. Not that ideal world shopping channel. Right, where's the pin? I thought I'd sort of got tidied up for today. Oops, there goes the glue. I don't know where the pin's gone. Oh, here it is. After I've finished with all these daily business, I'm going to sort out all my glues and lots of things. Oh, that is really jammed. Whew. That was tough to get that through. Let's see if it wants to work now. Oh, just... Don't take it too far up to that crease, because it'll just splodge out. And the whole piece is going to be glued down anyway, so it'll be okay. So we want it there, just a fraction up from the bottom. Just so it folds properly on itself. I'm glad I did that a fraction up from the bottom because it's right on the bottom. Never mind, eh? Then this one, which I want to overlap to some degree. I could get it not overlapping at all, but they catch on each other if you do that. So I'm going to overlap it. So let's put that there. Let's fold it over where we want it to be, like that. And try and keep that square with regards to the bottom one. So that's what the other side looks like that. So they've overlapped just a little bit, but they should still, yeah, flop out lovely, and they lie down lovely. And they will lie down really well as long as you allow them enough space. It's far easier if you put them in sort of from the front side like I did and bend the background. You'll always have enough space that way. Okay, so now this one. Have many or any of you bought the Tim Holtz small collection folio thing that I'm going to be working on next? Are you going to be following along, or had enough, or what? So this one, according to the one on the other side, is right on the bottom, like that. Nudge that down a fraction, there we go. There we are, and it just leaves us this one.
Jenny says she'll be purchasing one.
Right.
Jean says she's got a second one ordered.
Right.
Tony says she hasn't, but she might.
Okay. Well, they're really quite inexpensive, which is why I've chosen it, because you don't have to go out and buy anything really expensive. So I just want that overlapped a similar sort of amount, which is about there, I think. They don't have to be exact.
And Mike says it sounds like the Friday night date night.
Yeah.
Jen got them yesterday.
Oh, great. Well done, Jen. I don't know what they're like in the States, but over here they're about £4 something.
And Crafty Pat says, what is it?
I'll show you in a sec. I'm going to show you before I get finished. Right, okay, I'm quite happy with that. It flips, it flaps, it does what it's supposed to do. Now it needs to be glued into Mr. Green. For that, I'm going to implement some double-sided. So she's scanning around looking for it. It's much easier when it's a great cartwheel, because then it doesn't get lost quite so readily.
I can get you another cartwheel.
I'm wondering if I put it... Do you think I might have put it away? No.
Put it away?
Oh no, that was silly. That was pure stupidity. No, I have no idea where it is.
That's the equivalent of saying, did aliens come down and take it away? It's as likely.
It has been put away at times in its life. I mean, there's not very much on this desk today. I really don't know how come I've lost it. But I have. So, there you go. So we need a new cartwheel.
Go big or go home.
So there we are. That's a nice thing of double-sided, isn't it? Where does it start? Where does it end? And my nail around it. That's usually quite good, isn't it, for finding it? Ah, there we are. I'm always a bit wayward with these when they're very large. I can't seem to get the hang of them. Oh, I'm not too bad with this one. a relatively short one today about this, but I am going to go rabbiting on for a little while about the folio. Let's get this stuck. Thank you. Yeah, I decided to do a folio myself first before I did one for the group. I'm really pleased I did, because I've hit so many snags along the way that I wasn't anticipating at all. So now I've learnt my lesson with that. I can avoid making those same mistakes, hopefully. Let's put some on the back. Okay, so let's burnish that down with our bone folder. Of course, I'm doing botanical, and I've chosen to do kind of quite botanical, if you know what I mean, so true to the word itself. You can take it as just being floral if you want and just make a pretty page. I was very tempted, but I decided not to. Right, I'm going to bring Mr. Green in. Come on, lad. That's where we're aiming for. Let's just check that he's going to fit. Yeah. Lovely. Right. So let's get... I don't know if I burnished the central ones, don't I? Oh, Mr. F's let the fire go out. There's fire lighting going on in the background, if you can hear the paper.
It's not gone out, it's just
on its last legs.
on life support.
Fair enough. We've been quite busy this morning, that's why it hasn't been attended to.
It's been neglected.
Yeah, it's been neglected. Come on. Right, and I'm going to use Collall for the rest of it. Well, over the double-sided and everywhere else. Because it just gives you that little bit of fiddle room if you get it down wrong. And if you get it down wrong just with double-sided, you've had it. You live with it. Sometimes you can't live with it, so you've got to start the page again. And that's not good. That's one reason why I like to do my signatures before I sew them into the book, because if you do make a giant whoopsie, it doesn't matter really, you can always do it again. But if you've got it sewn in, if your signature's sewn in, well, you've got problems. Right, let's press that down as best we can over a very fat Mr. Green. Needs to go on a bit of a diet, lad, no more than myself. Okay, so there we go. Let's put that. So there we go. That pretty much is today's page. Oh, I need a date. I need a date. Which is somewhere around. Okay, where's the date gone? I might as well not bother trying to get organised, because I just lose everything anyway.
I'm going to do another one.
No, it's okay. I've got these out anyway to do it, so this will do nicely. These are Tim Holtz letters. I'm pretty sure they're Tim Holtz.
It's in the Premier.
Oh, the Primo, are they? So I need a 3. I'm gonna put it there, and a 1. No, it's the 30th. You were just watching me do that. You should have been shouting.
What were you doing? 31?
Yeah. There we are, 30. It's the 30th. Whoever would have thought it. Right. So let's have a look at him. Flip, 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 flip. Yeah, they all flip out really nicely, and they all stay put really nicely as well. Stay more put if he wasn't quite so fat. But that's fine. That's great. So that's today's flippy flips for the botanical. And then down at the bottom, you've got the botanical parts of a flower. There you go. Right, let's shut Mr. Green up and let's talk to you about the next project. Could you pass me that lot over, please? Yeah, all, yeah. Yeah.
Is that it?
The brown papers as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Right, so this is the folio. It's Tim Holtz Ideology, and it's called Collection Folio Small. And it doesn't actually look that small. And it doesn't actually measure that small either, to be honest. It's 9 by touch over 7. So it's not that little. You know, considering this is small, I dread to think how big the big one would have been. And it comes with, you might have to pull out a little bit, I think. You might have to pull out a little bit, I think. This is what it looks like when it arrives. It's got these elastic bands here, which you may choose to go on and use, so don't discard them completely. And then as you open it up, you see it's got a front flap, this flap, and then these 2 flippy flaps here, which is not dissimilar to Amazon packaging. And don't worry, I've got my eye on some of that. And you also get this, which you fold over in half like that, and then you attach your pages to it in a sort of waterfall cascade type way. Mine isn't straight. This third one I've opened now, and they're not straight at all. The gap down there isn't even. So I'm going to have to unpick that, even it up, and sew it myself. Don't worry if you haven't got a machine, just glue it. But don't start off with wonky. I don't know if you can see that, but it's much thinner there than it is there. So, and the elastics just come out like that. You just thread them through the hole and keep going until you've got it all out. I've taken mine out just while I'm decorating. I don't know how I'll close it yet. I really don't know. So that's kind of what you get, which is, as I say, like a piece of Amazon packaging. And what I did with mine was I used this paper. This is the pad that I'm using on mine, because I wanted to experiment a bit further with the grunge. I really enjoyed that page that we did, you know, with the big bugs on it. I'll show you guys, for those of you that haven't been following along, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Can't even remember what day it was. Can't even remember what day today is. This page here. This was the grungy page that I did. And I really enjoyed doing it, which was really not what I expected. I never would describe myself as a grungy sort of person. This is a pocket in here, and these three big bugs, and I really liked it. So I wanted to have another go at it, basically. And I did stitching, I did zigzag in black thread. Black thread in a journal, who's ever heard of such a thing? So that was what inspired me. So I bought this paper pad, which is called Craft Papers by Craft Consortium. No, it's called the Essential Craft Papers.
When will you be starting this? Next weekend, is it?
Next weekend. Yeah. Saturday.
Week today.
But I'm showing you all this in case you feel that you want to join in, but you want to get stuff around you that I'm going to be using, or whatever. So yeah, and it's called Metal Textures, and it's an ordinary 12 by 12 paper pad, 180 GSM, so it's fairly thick. And these are the papers, they're double-sided. I mean, just look at that one. If you're into sort of metal textures, I tell you, this book is fabulous. And there's that, I can't remember what you call it now. What do you call that stuff, mister? Checkerboard. Checker plate, that's it. Which also, that's gorgeous as well. So, I forget how many sheets there are. Let's have a look and see. 30 double-sided sheets. So it's cost me £9, which I didn't think was bad. You get 3 of each page. I really like that one. And that looks really like verdigris on copper, doesn't it? That one, look at that. So yeah, there's some nice, inspiring pages in here. And then we go into the greys, which I don't think I'll be using on mine, but you never can tell. So that's that. That's the paper that I'm using for my grunge journal. And I'll show you how far I've got with it, which is this far. Now then, I have encountered problems, as I said. I covered first thing I did was cover the flaps. Covered the flaps with that sort of rusty looking paper. And then I covered them flat, like that, lying out like that. And then when I came to bend it over, of course, it didn't want to bend. And it created a big runkle right across there. So Mr. F kindly split it with a scalpel for me and shoved some more glue in it. And it's sort of holding its own now, I would say. I'm going to put a pocket or something over there anyway, so you won't see this. I'll ink the ends there. But it was awful the way it was. It wouldn't lie flat at all. And I did the same with this, and I've got a bit of a runkle there, but I can live with that one, I think. And then the next thing I did was I did the outside. And I needed 2 sheets. I have to keep that folded in, I think. I can't get it full. And one sheet went from there to there. And I thought, oh, I know, I'll make a pocket. It'd be a really good idea on the back. And then the other sheet came to there. And I literally glued it down and then used my scalpel to sort of trace around the outline. So it hasn't overlapped over the card. It's just flush right up to it. So that's the way it was. So that's the pocket I've got. And I don't know if that's any use for anything really. You might get a card slipped into it. And I did the same thing with the inside. I stuck it all down, and it runkled like the very devil down there. It was awful. So Mr. F slit it for me, shoved some glue in it, and it's flatter than it was. But I'm learning these lessons as I go along, so when we come to doing the one that you're going to join in, hopefully well, I'll never be perfect, but hopefully I'm a bit better than I am now. So I thought that in order to cover up this unsightliness here, I would put a bit of fabric down it. So I've cut this, I've frayed it a little bit, and it's my intention to stick it down there. So that'll give us, well, it'll be nice anyway. And I have got another bit somewhere that I'm going to put down here, like that. So that it'll lend some support anyway to the hinges, if nothing else. And yes, I made a pocket there, the same as I did on the back. And once again, I'm not entirely sure how helpful or useful that pocket's going to be. But I'm sure we'd get a journaling card in it, at least. So there it is. That's the state that it's at the moment. But then I was speaking to somebody last night. Before I get on to that, I'll just tell you the other papers that I've surrounded myself with. These are just the offcuts from the paper part. I also thought that this paper, you know, this is the stuff that Amazon shove in your box to stop it moving around. I wonder if I ironed that, if it would be quite nice. It's like sugar paper or something. I don't know what it is, but I bet it would iron, and I bet it would look quite nice. So I'm going to give that a go, definitely. And then the other day I got an Amazon package, and it was in this bag. I've never seen them deliver in a bag before, but it was in this bag, and the brown paper on here is lovely. So I'm thinking, you know, the inside of it, I'll be able to use that. There's my spare. And then I've got this big, huge brown paper bag that will also come in useful, I think. So there's three sort of things that I had already in the house that haven't cost me anything, and I think I'll be able to utilise them in that grunge journal. But as I was going to say to you, last night I was chatting to somebody online, and they were pleading the case for a shabby chic one. And I kind of caved because I love shabby chic anyway. So I was wondering if the thing to do would be to do both of them together. You know, what we do to one, we'll do to the other. And I'll do the shabby chic one first to get up to the stage that the other one's at. And then we'll start the decorating together. You know, kind of both. One on the Saturday, one on the Sunday or whatever. So they both get to the same step together. So that is, I think, what we're going to do with that. Now then, for the shabby chic, the world's your oyster. You can, you know, I'm sure that a lot of you have got loads in your download files from Etsy. Just remember that this is 9 inches, so it doesn't make, you know, it makes it awkward.
Denise wants to know if you're using the waterfall part.
Yeah, I will be using that, but I'm going to have to fix it first. Yeah, 8 3/4 that is. So I don't know how. I haven't got a sheet of A4 anywhere around. That's A4.
8 by 11.
Yeah. So you see, in this country, this A4 doesn't go to the top and the bottom. Which then, you know, you've got to put it there, then you've got to cut it and all that. I think, probably just put that there and put maybe some another strip of paper along the top and the bottom. It'll add interest, and it'll save you having to cut all your paper like that, which is going to be quite wasteful.
US letters 8.5, so they'll be slightly better off.
Yeah, you'll be slightly better off, but it still won't. It won't cover all this. No. That's 8 1/4, so 8 1/2. If you put that to the top, it would bring you down to there. So you'd still have 3/8, I would say, that you're going to need to. Well, I say you're going to need to cover. You don't need to cover at all. You can ink it to your heart's content. So that's kind of that. The other thing that I have used in the one that I'm at that stage with is black ink, and I've used soot. What's it called? Black soot, is it? Something like that.
Black soot.
Black soot.
It's called, isn't it?
Yeah, I just got a little one because I didn't know if I would like it. But it's called Black Suit, and it's a Ranger one. Ranger Distress one. And that's pretty much all I've got to tell you at the moment. Other things that we use, or if I use anything else from now until we, till this project starts, I'll let you know on the group. I will say I'd like to bet you I'm going to be using magnets, because I'm into magnets. Everything needs a magnet now. So yeah, I'm more than likely going to use magnets, and possibly even other pages, but I will try and keep it down to just that book of papers. I'd like to use all of that, and then everybody knows where they stand. If you can get, I don't know if you can get that book in the States even. I hope you can, or something very similar, and we'll try and keep it right down to just using that book, and brown paper and stuff, assorted stuff that I'm sure you would have. Right, well, I think, has anybody got any questions about the folio at all? Anything? Anybody?
You have to wait. There's a time delay.
Yeah. You want to use magnets, Jean? I did for ages, and for some reason I couldn't work out how to do it. Just couldn't work out. But yesterday, that page that we did in Mr. Green, it worked out okay with the magnets. That page. And I think it was because I got a piece of card and I put one magnet on one side, one on the other, and then I remembered that was the way they had to go. But I'm sure we'll be revisiting magnets if you want to get some in ready in preparation. I don't even know if there's going to be any stamps very much, really, but we'll see. We'll see as we get further down the road what we need, and I'm going to try and keep it to a kind of minimum, really, if I can. Shaz uses strip magnets. Yeah, strip magnets, good idea. I ordered some magnets the other day. Well done, Jean. We'll be using them, definitely. And Bernice is working on a magnet page today. How long is it unfolded? Okay. You've got a tape measure, please. Thank you. It's about just shy of 16 and a half. Well, just over 16 and a quarter, actually. Or, in new money, that's 41 and a bit centimetres. 41.2 centimetres. And these are 5 and... I can't work this out. That's 5 3/4. 5 1/8. 5 1/8.
No.
Yes. 5 3/8. No. 5 5/8.
Yes.
5 5/8. Just pretend like that last bit never happened. These bits measure 5 5/8. I should know that because I cut paper to the size. And from there to where they join on is 4 1/4. Definitely 4 1/4. Okay, so I can tell you no more.
And the waterfall bit, how wide are
The waterfall bit fits exactly inside there. It's the same, well, it's probably all told 1/8 of an inch less tall than the folio. And each waterfall bit, I'm presuming they're the same, has 4 inches. Let's just measure this on the back. Yeah, they're all 4 inches. And the gap at the top of mine is, let's put that there, is, oh, glory, what is that? 5/8? No. 3/8. 3/8. And at the bottom, it's considerably more. At the bottom, it's 1, 2, 3, 5/8. So that's on the conch. You know, it's well conky. There's no way anybody could work with that. But what you do is you get it and you fold it over. So you get this entire load of waterfalls there. So I'm really looking forward to doing it. It's going to be something different, you know. And we all like a bit of change. But try and persevere with Mr. Green if you can. Because that would be excellent if we all had Mr. Greens. It would be brilliant. I appreciate you probably don't call yours Mr. Green. I don't think I've ever given a journal a name like that before. But that's it. So this is going to be our next project. And I will be working on my grunge one and the shabby chic one kind of simultaneously. You know, try and give you some pointers at what to do and what not to do, what I've learnt from, and you know, so on and so forth. Right, that's it for today, guys. I will see you tomorrow for the very last of our January dailies. It's nearly done my head in. and in a way, I can't wait for Monday. Simply that it's because nothing's going on, that's all. But I'll be back on Tuesday with the take 5, which I missed out this week, and I'm really sorry about that. But honestly, enough's enough. But I'll be back tomorrow to finish the January daily, and then after that I'll be back on Tuesday to do the take 5, and then after that we'll be back to the regular weekends on Tuesdays, Saturday, Sunday and Tuesday. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that you have a go at it. It's really easy peasy, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the final, the ultimate showdown. It's not a showdown, although it does feel a bit like that actually. So I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Take care, stay safe, and be well, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye, stay safe, be happy.